Good afternoon, everyone. Hope everybody had a blessed Thursday. Certainly it's been a lot of fun for me. I've actually got my parents to come down for our production sale this weekend, and that's one of the reasons why we do this. We like doing the online live sales and so forth, and realize we touch a bigger audience probably on the online sales, but I think just having something at the ranch really helps. Number one, it helps us to clean up the place, right? So my guys have been doing the painting and the fence building, and I know Jose and Antonio and Juan are about ready for this to be over with, but it's looking pretty good. So I certainly hope you're able to be with us on Saturday. We will start the show first. It'll be at 9 o'clock Saturday morning. That'll be our junior heifer show. And those are the cattle that are H branded. They're allowed to come and compete for beautiful belt buckles we've got, cash prizes, just have a lot of fun. So even if you don't have a heifer competing, go ahead and come early. It'll give you a chance to see the cattle that we're offering in Saturday's sale, as well as go ahead and support the juniors that'll be showing. The showmanship is actually open to peewees. We're going to start with the youngsters first. Then we'll move into the intermediate and junior senior divisions, and then just for fun, we're going to have an adult showmanship. Now, to qualify for the adult showmanship, you cannot have shown before, okay? So this is guys like John McCord, Pulse Ridgeway. I mean, you guys, we're going to have some cattle there. You can walk around the arena, and all the instructions that you've been giving your kids all this time, you can now put that into practice. So it'll be a lot of fun. I hope you can join us for that. Right after that, we'll have a lunch. Gayla's been working really hard preparing this pulled pork. We're going to have some delicious sandwiches that day. We're going to have some iced tea and water and lemonade and those type things. And then we're going to follow it up with the ice cream sundae. So Mr. Terrence Warmke from Brenham, I know you're out there. Bluebell is what we're going to be serving. So, you know, we'll have lots of toppings there that you can go ahead and create your own party within your bowl. So look forward to that. Just real quick, I want to talk a little bit about the sale. Obviously, it is a production sale, and one thing I do like about the production sale is that we're going to have a lot of different type offerings. Really, we're just trying to hit on all cylinders here with this production sale. We want to target the new people who have not ever owned Brahman cattle before. We want to target the investor, the guy that's just looking to kind of put his money in a good, safe place. We want to target the cattlemen who've been doing it for years. They just need to sort of freshen up their genetic pool a little bit. And then particularly our juniors. We love our junior market. We've been doing it for it's about 10 years right now. This will be our 10th annual Heritage Classic Junior Show. So certainly that's a really big part of what we do as a family, is working through our juniors and sort of networking that way, and then building hopefully future Brahman breeders in the future. So want you to be with us. Tomorrow morning I'm going to do another little segment, and we're going to talk about some of the donor cows that are in the sale, some of the IVF aspirations that we're going to be selling. But today I want to just mention a little bit about the semen that we're going to be offering. We've sort of divided it up in a couple of different packages. If you've gotten your catalog, or if you've had a chance to print it out, if you haven't, you can go to my website at heritagecattle.com. DV Auctions has got our videos there. You can download it from there as well. I know Rachel at Ranch House has put it up, and Vicki at Brahman Journal has put it up as well. And I want to thank those ladies for their expertise and professionalism and helping us to have this sale. Certainly it takes a team to have a sale, I assure you of that. So the semen we're offering, certainly our impact bulls. Today is the really hot up-and-coming bulls. The Elijah bull is going to start off our sale with lot number 1. He's one that he came through a sale just like this. It's an 8-month-old calf. Mike Navarro and his daughter Marissa saw that calf, fell in love with the calf, who knew? I mean, that calf went on to have a wonderful, wonderful show career. He was the grand champion under Wes Hudson in Houston. And since that time, it's been really interesting to watch his offspring and how they've grown and matured, and just the amount that they've won. I mean, just this year alone in Fort Worth, the reserve calf champion heifer of the Open Show, the 901 heifer, is an Elijah daughter. The Tesh heifer from over in Sealy, beautiful dark pigmented heifer, is out of Elijah. She was a grand champion at the San Antonio Junior Show. And do you know the first 3 class winners in San Antonio were all Elijah daughters? Pretty impressive for his first set of babies. Move forward to the Houston Junior Show, and there's Hudson Matthews, you know, with the reserve grand champion female out of Elijah. So we're giving you an opportunity to buy semen out of this bull. Obviously, you can breed it to the cow of your choice. I do want to talk to you tomorrow a little bit about some of the donors we're offering that I think would work really, really good with that bull. So it may be a deal where you can pick up some semen and also use one of our cows, or use the cow of your choice. After that, you know, we've got the Thor bull, we've got Ezekiel, we've got the Reliant bull, all up and coming bulls. I've got babies now by Thor, and I tell you, they're beautiful. One of the goals that I have for that bull is to take Thor in as a senior bull next year in a senior division, and go ahead and have some of his offspring there in Houston as well. So we'll have some that are of age to possibly show, and the way they look right now, I'll tell you, I think they'll be there. They look really, really good. After that, we'll sell some 5-straw packages of some of our senior bulls. Those are bulls that are probably kind of household names to you. The Preston bull, the Reno bull, Principi, Vega, Morton. I mean, I'm probably leaving some out, but those bulls, you know, those are the bulls that have kept us in the business, that have kept my international customers in the business. And so we just want to give you, the U.S. cattlemen, an opportunity to breed the bulls that we breed, okay? So if there's any questions on that, one other thing I want to mention is that we're selling a half interest in a bull, Mr. H. Oku Manso, 936 over a 6. This bull, I tell you, he really turns me on whenever I look at him as a breeder and as a judge. He'll be a year old in July. He won the baby class in Houston, and then Judge Doug Husfield went ahead and made him reserve calf champion overall. So he was the baby, but you know, still stepped up and won a big prize. I see a lot of good in this bull. He's an Atlas son, a 328 bull, which you well know goes back to Charlie's Jazz and Charlie 590 on top. On the bottom side, real interesting, it's a 35 cow that we purchased back from the Estrada family. It's Arctic Ice and the 174 Brandy cow. So you know, no stranger there at all. If you've been around the Brahman world for the last few years, you know what the Arctic Ice Brandy combination has done for Heritage Cattle Company. So again, you know, thank you guys for just tuning in. I hope this has been a little bit helpful. Go ahead and download the catalog, message me, call me. We want to see you at the sale. If you're not able to be at the sale, remember to go ahead and log into DV Auction. Don't wait till the last day, because you know they have to like run a little credit check on you guys. So go ahead and turn into DV Auction, especially you international guys. You can bid there, okay? If you need somebody to bid for you, Gayla will be there. My girls, Megan, Kristen, and Aaron, are going to come in. My dad will be there. Dad's kind of iffy on the phone sometimes, so don't depend on him 100%. But he can take your bid, and he's very capable of taking your bid. My cousin Lex Ferguson is going to be doing the auctioneer. Many of you know him, a long-time Brahman breeder, just a really outstanding guy to work with. So we're looking for a lot of fun. Hopefully a lot of people will show up there. Again, we're having the show start at 9 o'clock. Sale starts at 1 o'clock. And I didn't mention, but we're going to have a balloon bounce, like one of those air bounces things. And that's not for Mike Navarro. That's not really for Tom Oden. But you get the idea. We want to have a good time, and so if you meet the requirements of the balloon bounce, well then certainly we want you to enjoy that. I think it has a slide on it, so kind of cool. Anyway, I'm Judd Cullors, Heritage Cattle Company. Before I close, I do want us to remember we lost a really dear friend of ours from Brenham, Dwight Conway. I know the visitation services are tonight. Brandy, Cash, Carly, hey, our thoughts and prayers are with you guys. tragic loss. We lost a dear brother, and our prayers are with you. Tune in tomorrow at 7 o'clock in the morning. If you're up that early, we'll talk about donor cows.